Chip chip everyone, and welcome to a new Sims 4 speed building video on my channel. Hi, my name is Birdie and I like to build in The Sims. Nice to meet ya! So today I am building in Myshuno, which is the world that shipped with The Sims 4 City Living, and I'm decorating the apartment called 702 ZenView, which is located in the fashion district in Myshuno. For this apartment, I was giving myself a little challenge because we recently got the Sims 4 bathroom kit, which was also designed by Cibulet. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I was asking myself, now that we got a kit for furnishing a bathroom, we might have all the kits one needs in order to furnish a functional apartment. So the challenge for me was to find out if it is possible to furnish a functional apartment that is also pleasing to the eye using only kit items. This means that every item I am placing down has to be an item that shipped with one of the following kits. So I'm using the sleek bathroom kit, the refined living room, Casanova cave, secret sanctuary, comfy gamer, cozy kitsch, Riviera retreat, cozy bistro, party essentials, castle estate, modern Luxe, as well as book Nook, basement treasures, greenhouse haven, pastel pop, country kitchen, blooming rooms, everyday clutter, desert Luxe, industrial loft, decor to the max, little campers, courtyard Oasis, and the bathroom clutter kit, which these are a lot of kits that we recently got, and I think we are getting a bit overwhelmed by all of these kits. And as of today, which is April the 29th, I found out that we are getting 3 new kits on the 1st of May. So we already got 3 more kits in the line, and there is more stuff added to The Sims, which is a plus, but don't get me wrong, it's a bit overwhelming having all of these items in the catalog. So I think it's very nice to have a little bit of a restricted build in order to focus more on some items you might not use as often as others. So, and the stairs as well as the flooring, the wall patterns, doors, windows, all of this has to be used. So I have to be using items from those kits that I've previously mentioned. And spoiler alert, I think I did manage to create a really nice looking apartment, even though some item choices might be a little questionable, but I will talk more about that what I mean by that throughout this video when I'm placing down these questionable items. First, I want to let you know that I'm using a floor plan for this apartment that I saw some Lizzie doing in her high-end apartment. So shout out to her. She is, or maybe she was, an amazing Sims creator, because I haven't seen her creating any new content in like 6 or 7 months, which is totally okay. Maybe she's focusing on her personal life, which should always come first, but nevertheless I'm a huge fan of Lizzie and her content, so please check her out if you haven't heard about her yet, which I mean is almost impossible. However, I think the floor plan she came up with is really clever for the way this apartment 702 ZenView is laid out. So this apartment ends up having an entrance hallway which then leads into the living room, and if you walk through the living room, you enter the dining room, which has a door leading out onto the balcony, and next there is a kitchen, and next to the kitchen there is a little storage / miscellaneous room, or even you can call it a pantry, and this also leads to a little hall half bathroom that has got a sink and a toilet in it. And that's it for the main level, and on the upstairs level there is a nursery room, a bathroom, as well as the master bathroom that has got an ensuite bathroom. So all in all, the apartment ends up having 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. You see, these are a lot of bathrooms, but I wanted to incorporate as many of the new items that we got with the new sleek bathroom kit, as this is the first build I'm using the kit in, and on top of that it made a lot of sense for me to have a smaller guest bathroom on the downstairs level, which your Sims and guests can use if they are on the main floor, so no one has to walk up the stairs in order to use the bathroom on the first floor. And the parents have a bathroom as well as their kid, which might be quite useful if the child gets older, so it has got their own bathroom and doesn't have to share it with the parents. Going back and talking a little more about what is actually going on the screen right now, because the flooring plan is not one I came up with myself. I did cut out how I'm placing the walls, but at the end of the video I included screenshots in which you can see the floor plan, so feel free to skip to the end or just stay with me until we get there. And I also cut out me choosing the wallpapers, floorings, windows and doors, because I made some changes throughout the video while I was furnishing the individual rooms. And for the windows, I'm using the ones from the Greenhouse Haven kit that I absolutely adore because they look quite modern, and especially in this white swatch I'm using, they bring in a lot of natural light, which is always a plus in my opinion. And as for windows, with the Greenhouse Haven kit and with the Industrial Loft kit, we got two nice windows options when we are only using kit items in a build. And the door options on the other hand were quite slim, so I could only choose between the one from Secret Sanctuary, which is this hidden bookcase door, which was definitely not fitting, and there's also the one from the Castle Estate kit that looks kinda medieval, which wasn't a fit either, or the one from Cozy Bistro, Greenhouse Haven, Industrial Loft, or the two open ones from the Industrial Loft or Desert Luxe kit. So I ended up using the one from the Greenhouse Haven kit as the front door, and I also used it as a door leading out onto the balcony too. And because the front door is quite see-through, I placed some curtains left and right in order to give the Sims that are living in this apartment a little more privacy. And speaking of privacy, because I wanted to use some doors for the bathrooms and bedrooms that are not see-through, my only option was to go with the one-tile white door from Courtyard Oasis, which in my opinion clashes a little bit with the overall modern style of the whole apartment. But as I was restricting myself to only using kit items, it was my only option, so I went with it. And in the end I'm changing this color swatch of the door to this hazelnut brown color, and it is definitely not the best choice for it, but it kind of works. And if I had all the packs I could choose from, I would most definitely not have picked this door, but doing this challenge sometimes also challenge you to use some more unusual items, and on top of that I used this open sliding door from the Desert Luxe kit as the one from the Cozy Bistro kit in order to separate the different rooms on the main floor from one another, but also keep a nice open feel and flow to the apartment. And I especially like the way the Cozy Bistro door allows a look from the parents' bedroom directly into the ensuite bathroom, which gives it a quite luxurious, modern touch. And for the flooring I used a stone texture in the entrance hallway as well as the kitchen, living and dining room, which is from Desert Luxe if I'm not mistaken. And at first I thought that using a stone texture could feel a little bit too cold, but I paired it with some nice rocks, and now I think it works with the overall modern vibe of the apartment. And in the bedrooms I chose the carpet flooring from Pastel Pop in this cream color in order to add some coziness to these rooms. And in the bathroom I went with matching tiles for the walls and floorings that came with the new sleek bathroom kit, and I used it in a light cream color as well. Oh, and the flooring on the upstairs landing, these are the square tiles from Modern Luxe, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly. And for the wallpapers in the other rooms, apart from the bathrooms, I used the wallpaper that looks like this wood paneling, which is from the book Nook kit, and I used it in a cream color as well. So all in all, I used a lot of lighter cream colors for the flooring and wallpapering, and I paired it with some hazelnut brown wooden details and some pops of colors here and there. going on and talking a little more about what is actually going on the screen right now. So you already saw me furnishing the whole downstairs area, and I'm currently decorating the upstairs level, and I'm starting by decorating the landing area. But before I talk a little more about what I'm doing on the upstairs level, I quickly wanted to talk about what I did in the kitchen. Unfortunately, the only kitchen counters and appliances we got with kits is the stuff from the Country Kitchen kit, which looks quite rustic and not as modern as I wanted this whole apartment to be. But nevertheless, it was my only option, so I used the green swatch on the counters that, in my opinion, do not look as rustic as the other swatches do. And then I did some custom upper cabinets using these wall shelves that we got with the Nook kit, and I used them in a white swatch and covered up the front of these shelves with the swap piece that we got with the new sleek bathroom kit. And then I merged in these shelves from the Comfy Gamer kit and resized them with a tool mod, so they look like the handles on these custom upper cabinets. And I think overall the kitchen looks quite nice this way, and it fits into this modern apartment. And while I was furnishing the kitchen, I noticed that I was quite restricted when it comes to kitchen clutter items. So I'm very happy that we are getting a new kitchen clutter kit as of May 1st, and the little screenshots and sneak peeks of it, they look quite promising. So when you decide to download this apartment from the Sims 4 gallery, and you got the new items, maybe you can update the kitchen and clutter it up with some of these new items. Feel free to do so. And speaking about the new kits that will be dropping in a few days, we are actually getting not only one but 3 kits, and apart from the kitchen clutter kit, we will also be getting a build kit called Restoration Workshop, as well as a cast kit called Golden Years. And are you excited for these kits? Will you buy them or not? I'm definitely going to buy the 2 build kits, so the kitchen clutter and the restoration workshop kit, but I will not buy the cast pack because I prefer building in The Sims. I am not a cast simmer, so I will not be spending money on the Golden Years kit because it simply is not for me. So let me know down in the comments down below, what do you think about these new kits? Will you get them? Will you buy them? Or will you just play with what is already in the game? So now I finally want to talk about what's actually going on the screen right now. I already furnished the little nursery for a newborn baby, and in there I placed down a bassinet as well as a rocking chair and a changing table. And right now I'm furnishing the main bedroom. In here I decided to use the wallpaper with these hot air balloons on them as an accent wall, and I'm using the bed from Modern Luxe as well as the matching nightstands that are from the same kit. Above the bed I am creating some decorative wall shelves which are from the new sleek bathroom kit, I believe, and I'm using the tool mod to make it look like these picture frames which are from the Nook kit are leaning against the wall, resting on these shelves. And I also finish it up with 2 flowers, and then I place down some glasses because in my mind maybe someone was reading in bed and then placed down these glasses when he or she went to bed. Next I'm deciding on which rug I wanted to use, and I chose the one from the Comfy Gamer kit, which I really adore, and I think it is my most favorite rug right now. Then I decided to add a wardrobe into this bedroom, and therefore I moved the bed off to the right so the wardrobe fits into the corner by the door. Next I am placing down this comfy looking armchair which is from the Nook kit, as well as a lamp which is from the Nook kit as well. And in my mind every bedroom needs a chair like this, where you can place down all of your clothes you have already worn, but these clothes are not ready to go into the washing just yet, so they start to accumulate on this chair until you finally throw them into the washing machine. Do you know what I mean? Do you have a chair like that? I am definitely guilty. I definitely have a chair like that in my bedroom as well. So let me know down in the comments down below. Next to the armchair, I placed down a little side table that is from the refined living room kit, and on top of it I placed down this torso statue as well as this vase with a candle and a record player. Then on the left I thought there are some flowers missing, so I finished up the furnishing of this wall by placing down 2 flower pots, and then I placed down a mirror in the corner by the door. I put down a wall lamp from the sleek bathroom kit on top of the mirror and finish it up with my beloved hanging plant from the blooming rooms kit. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I placed down this hanging plant in every room. If you want, you can watch the video again and try to count how many of these hanging plants are there placed down in this whole apartment. Let me know in the comments down below how many you could count. It would be really funny to know if I have overdone it or not. Then I'm furnishing the ensuite bathroom, which is the last room, and in here there is the bathtub as well as a shower, a sink and a toilet. And I did cut out me furnishing all of the other bathrooms because they look pretty much the same, and I thought it would be quite repetitive to watch me furnish all of them. So we are almost at the end of this video. If you want to download this apartment, you can find it on the Sims 4 gallery under my ID simbirdie_yt, or you can also find it under the hashtag simbirdie. Unfortunately, I had some problems uploading this apartment, so there are 4 parts of it on the gallery. But nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time here with me. Write down any questions in the comments down below that you have, and I will talk to you in my next video. Take care and happy Sims 4 building. Bye bye and enjoy the screenshots.